Good day to you, my fellow Ender Skeletons. I'm Kenetor, and welcome back for another Starbase Progress Report. We're on week 50 of 2020, and if you're new here, I bring the latest news and updates of everything Starbase every Monday, so make sure you subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss out. Now let's get to it. It's been quite an interesting and bug-filled week, with thrusters renaming themselves in the editor and fuel rods not wanting to be pulled out of their reactors. But this is par for the course when alpha testing a game, and as we get closer and closer to early access, we should start seeing less of these critical bugs pop up. And speaking of early access, our first Larry quote of the week shows they are indeed looking forwards to things that can be upgraded and changed during the 2+ years we will be in early access. This one's on YOLO, which will get some quality of life changes with line length. Could we be getting more space per line? I guess we will find out next year, as this will be worked on during Q2 at the earliest. Let me know in the comments what longer code lines would mean for your projects. Ship ownership will also see changes soon, as ships and wrecks left in space turning ownerless after 14 to 30 days. Meaning you can claim and repair a ship, then fly back into a safe zone to fully dismantle or salvage, or even keep it. And lastly, we have word from Larry that we will be without progress updates for a few weeks over the Christmas and New Year break. This is the same as what we had last year when we got weeks 51 and 52 before the break, and weeks 1 and 2 when they came back. Come the new year, I'll be once again changing the corner colour of the thumbnail for these videos, so you know you're seeing the one from the current year. Let me know in the comments what colour you want to see for 2021. So far we've had teal for 2019 and purple for 2020. Stick around till the end as I have a new feature video showing a cool ship interior. Now onto the progress report. The main design features worked on last week were: fuel rod does not require bolts anymore when attached to fuel chamber. New ellipsoid safe zone around origin. Safe zone changed from 350 by 200 by 80 kilometer box to a 1000 by 440 by 100 kilometer ellipsoid. I just want to point out how absolutely massive this is and its orientation. The 1000 kilometers in width runs along the edge of the belt. The 440 kilometers is the total height, and the 100 kilometer axis reaches into the belt. The safe zone is centered on the origin station, so you can halve these values when traveling in a particular axis. To reach the edge of this safe zone, going along the belt, it will take you 111 minutes at the top speed of 150 meters per second. That's nearly 2 hours of flight in completely safe space, double if you were to fly from one end of it to the other. And while massive in its own right, it still pales in comparison to the entire belt and the near infinite playable area. Ore distribution has also been adjusted to match this new safe zone shape. A bug was fixed that allowed to get other players credits while standing in the collector shaft at the mining job. Beam weld mass has been changed, they do not add extra mass to ships. Automatic thruster naming tested and added to Spaceship Designer. Thruster names should now match names used in the MFC automatically. This is one of the bugs that we've been facing this week, as this process went wrong and automatically renamed any ship that you loaded up, whether you'd set names or not. Improvements to ship transponders and station transponders were designed. Added an article about transponders to the Starbase wiki, and improvements to ship hosting and loading were designed. This week's Spaceship Design brings us Sunny Ship Center Dev Space Shop updates. The Laborer 2 has been added, which is the pre-upgraded tutorial reward ship. The player ship shops have also had updates, with added to rando ship shops we have the Glacier AH06, the Donager, Tadpole, Noosa Light Shuttle, which has been moved from the Ockham shop, Croc, Harpy, Swine, Apito, Al-Uni, Will-O-Wisp, Nymph and Riddler. Added to the Ockham shops we have the Midge, Mastodon, Mover, Malamute 2, T3-A Vulcanus and the Bat. Added to the Duratech ship shop we have the Lingbacker A, Fundin A, Idama A, Onvida A, Isa A, Alfrig A, Bomber A, Jordis A and Signy A. That's a lot of ships, eh? And lastly, these ships were removed from the ship shops. The Mitosaur, Nate and Protector. And now onto the gameplay updates. We have small scrap detection issues have been fixed. Containers no longer explode upon building. Auto bolting now works with angled beams. All penalty to ship towing cost doesn't apply anymore when the ship has been lost at the target station. Option for highlighting missing station and lot blueprint parts has been added. And an issue fixed where players got repeatedly disconnected due to entering the game in the middle of a large station with too much data being sent from the server at once. UI updates this week are fixes to ore not stacking fully is underway. An issue where items on lots couldn't be picked up has been fixed. Players are no longer able to buy 2x1 items when there is no space in the mining backpack. Players are no longer able to bolt other players' ships with auto-bolting. Trade window now has a limit of 2,000 items. An issue fixed with ores disappearing when using material transfer context menu several times. Priority snap point type added for devices which only connect with a hardpoint type. This particular fix is in relation to putting thrusters on, which can be particularly hard for the box thrusters trying to snap to many other objects. And you can see this happening in one of the recent videos I did on the Labourer and putting on its upgrades. And placeholder version of Company Teams UI is now finished. Audio is back this week with thruster sounds have been tweaked, all collection sounds have been fixed, mining backpack vacuuming sounds have been changed to match the new design, and LOD collision audio support is in the making. Animation changes this week are first person rocket launcher reload animation has been updated to match the current reload time, and rummage animations for third person have been added to the building tool, C4, laser rifle and laser cutter. In our station art updates we have first skyscraper entrance has been updated with interior decorations. 4 skyscraper floor modules as well as the light and dark versions have been updated with interior decorations. And various LODs have been created and updated. We've got just one weapon art update this week with weapon reticles have been updated with their glow edited. And lastly, other updates this week are Yeoman armor set texture update is in progress. Assets for 5 new ore material added, material models, ore textures and inventory icons. New rich asteroid concept images have been created. These are ideas only and have not yet been decided to implement into the game. The base endoskeleton texture update is in progress. The resurrection machine textures have been finished. A hologram has been created for the Balestra logo, and UI art has been made for the scale tool in the SSC. Today's feature video is a quick little one sent in from Mr. Fonts. He is well known for his mega ship builds, and small is not in his vocabulary. Here he shows us around the spacious interior inside his new gunship, which includes a respawn room as well as a boardroom for crew meetings. On the bridge he has both red alert and yellow alert signals, which both flash lights throughout the ship. The captain's seat also has a terminal that sends orders to matching panels at different stations around the ship. Although a fun feature, I think this would probably be secondary to any verbal communication via Discord. But there's one thing I can say for certain is that we can expect to see this ship at the next large ship test battle. Don't forget, if you do get into closed alpha, be sure to send any funny or awesome clips and recordings my way for a chance to be featured on the channel. Feel free to contact me via Discord or come jump on my Discord server, which is also home to my faction, the K-Bots, should you be looking for one to join. As always, please smash that like button, share the video with your friends and faction, leave a comment with any questions you want answers to, and I'll see you in the next one. Kenetor, out.